course it matters. It makes you very happy. It means a lot to you. You work for your work being acknowledged. You work for your work being appreciated. When you're appreciated, when people reward you by wanting to see the film, it resulting into box office, resulting into interesting and good reviews, you feel that your hard work for 2 years, what you set out to say, has reached the right people in the right way. You evolve as an artist. You feel more confident to take your next film on. The hard work on this film, the sacrifices you've made for 2.5 years, all that is finally paying off, and in so many ways you feel very good that from the first day of conceiving the film to the last day when you deliver the print, you've kept it going so solid and strong. And then it's payback time, so you feel good, you feel very nice. I'm extremely excited. It's just that I'm very tired, so I may not be able to express that exhilaration in a very more expressive way. But it's a great feeling. I feel the number game in terms of the figures, giving you back the money that you've invested to make the film. And then a little more because you have invested 2 years of your time and your monies into it. Yes, it is very important that the film does well at the box office and you achieve what you've set out for. Mainly, first, creative satisfaction, and two, financial. It's a viable project. But when the film does very well and it starts doing opening numbers like Ram-leela is doing now, then it's not the reason why you make a film, but it makes you happy. It's not the reason, the most important thing in the world, but it makes you extremely satisfied that, okay, fine. If today cinema can create numbers like this, and it's about economics, then if my film has done it, then I am extremely proud of it. I'm extremely happy about it. But I won't pick up the phone and call up call up Eros or call up the producers. Aaj collection kya hua? Aaj kya umeed hai? Aaj raat tak kya hoga? Monday ko kya hoga? Because creative filmmaking is different. The economic side of filmmaking is different. Both are very important. But it very rarely in some people goes hand in glove that you are creative and you are an astute businessman. I feel there should be two separate things, because the minute you start treating your film as a product, as a film that has gone into the 100 crore club and the Wellington club and the Millennium Club, I mean, these are things which are good, but your focus should not be that you should treat your film as a product and what it has given you. It's a work of art and it has its value and it'll get its worth back. And it's great to have figures like this, because cinema, when it goes into figures like this, so many more avenues open for different kinds of films and the faith of the audience, and the fact that Bollywood cinema, Bollywood in the right sense of the word, not a lunchbox, not a ship of Theseus I'm talking about, but mainstream Bollywood film still can resonate and still can be artistically of a very high caliber, because I've worked with great technicians and artists on this film. It's just not about me and my ability, it's about them and their ability. Then mainstream Bollywood can generate numbers like this, and it can be a work of art is a great thought, because I believe very strongly in Bollywood films, not just experimental. So films should do well, it's a great feeling, but it's not the all and be all for me. How can I change the ending of a Shakespeare which says Romeo and Juliet? That violence is futile, that violence is the most destructive thing, and it can destroy a beautiful thing as love. Whereas love could have actually destroyed the violence, and which happens in Romeo and Juliet, and at the end of the play, it's their death that brings the warring families together. So finally it was love that conquered violence, and I cannot change that. I cannot change the basic premise of what Shakespeare set out to write and tell the world about violence and love. Yes, I can treat it differently, I can adapt it to my situation, but if she had opened the door, if Leela had opened the door and said, oh, we've become one, the film would have never been the same. It's so beautiful, the fact that they realize that it is only there that can bring the two warring communities together. And I would never tamper with the original ending. Even in Devdas, a lot of people said, let Paro run out the gate and let her reach Devdas. I said, once you break that away, then you might as well not make that film. You let us not work on the basic premise of what the great authors have written. And that's how I think when you take literature and transfer it into, or adapt it into a film, do not take away the basic essence. Keep the essence of what the person has said going.